The 2022 FIFA World Cup will kick off in Qatar in just a couple of weeks in the very first winter edition of the tournament. Once again, for nearly a month, the world will stop and every participating country's hopes and dreams of glory will lie on the players representing their respective national team. Today, we take a look at one of the most beloved teams in the world, Mexico. Every World Cup, we can look at the stands and the crowd participation of the locals, and Mexico is one of those teams most corners of the world love. The music, the mariachi, the tequila, though not in Qatar, of course, and luchador masks that make up this culture unique has been seen from South Africa to Germany, from Brazil to Russia, and now surely in Qatar. However, how is the team doing heading into the tournament? Who will be representing El Tri in the grandest stage? And how are Mexico's chances in the grand scheme of things? Let's take a look. The exciting yet uneasy countdown to Qatar 2022 for the Mexico men's national team begins, who aren't in the best form at the moment. The environment surrounding this team back in the homeland is not good. Over the course of the last 7 World Cups, the main talk is whether or not Mexico will finally play that fifth game. It seems like the round of 16 is the most this team has been able to strive for. But will this change? With criticism surrounding El Tri due to a rocky run through the World Cup qualifying and a sluggish performance this year, manager Gerardo Tata Martino and his squad are looking to silence the doubters and make history in Qatar. However, things will not be easy with the squad that really does have limited resources. Right now, people are focused and are irate at the fact that Gerardo Martino was unable to convince Carlos Vela, who is without a doubt Mexico's most talented footballer, to join the roster. Vela has declined the call-up time and time again due to a broken relationship with those in charge at the Mexican Federation. On the contrary, LA Galaxy striker Javier Chicharito Hernandez tried his hardest to be a part of the roster, and in the end, due to undisclosed reasons, Tata Martino left him out of the final list of players that are being considered to make up the final roster in Qatar. In other words, drama in the core of the team. Another important absence will be that of key attacking starter, like Sevilla's Jesus Tecatito Corona, who will not be available for the tournament's kickoff on November 22nd against Poland. So, with time running out, the World Cup is about to start. Who will be representing Mexico at the grand stage? Let's start on goal, shall we? Guillermo Ochoa is going to be once again the guardian on goal for Mexico. Paco Memo is famous for becoming a beast for El Tri every single World Cup with incredible performances against major teams, giving Mexico a fighting chance on more than one occasion. This will be Memo Ochoa's final World Cup, and he is on this Mexico roster as a leader. Defensively, Hector Moreno continues to be one of the most important leaders in the back, this time surrounded by younger faces. Gerardo Arteaga from Genk and Monterrey's Jesus Gallardo will also be a fundamental part of the process for Tata Martino. Mexico has suffered in a lot of areas over the course of their history, and defense is always a major issue. This year in Qatar, they are looking to change this narrative once and for all. In the midfield is where we will see a lot of experience and seasoned veterans also make an appearance and play a major role in the lineup for Tata Martino. The Argentinian is very much locked in on who he wants to lead in this part of the field. Andres Guardado continues to be a leader in the locker room. However, it is Edson Alvarez from Ajax that will be the player to watch. Expect him to hold it down in the middle of the field with Hector Herrera, who recently joined Major League Soccer after playing with Cholo Simeone at Atletico Madrid. Other key players in the middle of the field are Luis Chavez and Orbelin Pineda. Coming off the bench, we have guys like Uriel Antuna, who will definitely be taken into account. Up top, we have the obvious names. Irving El Chucky Lozano is probably the face of the attack. In his boots will lie the majority of Mexico's scoring chances, along with Raul Jimenez from Wolverhampton. Let us remember that Chucky has been on a scoring spell with Napoli, while Raul has been trying to regain skills after his unfortunate clash with David Luiz that landed him a broken skull injury. Rogelio Funes Mori and Henry Martin will fight to get the opportunity to get that last starting role, but it is in this line that most people have complaints thanks to Chicharito Hernandez's absence from the final list. The wild card will definitely be Alexis Vega, who has taken the opportunity to play in place of the injured Tecatito Corona and has done it well. Jaime Ordiales, Mexico's national team sporting director, reacted to Tata Martino's list by saying, "We are positive that every one of the players that have been chosen by Gerardo Martino and his staff to defend our national team's colors will give everything and be committed to playing in the best possible World Cup for Mexico." Meanwhile, John de Luisa, Mexico's Federation president, said, "A meticulous planning process that was focused on the team's preparations has taken place. It was well prepared and well executed. We have an extensive group of players that have worked together since the end of the World Cup qualifying and through May, June, and during FIFA friendlies in August, September, and up till now in October. We are ready to make history in Qatar." Mexico will kick off their tournament against Robert Lewandowski, and Poland will face a very well-prepared Saudi Arabia in the second match, and will close out the group stage against Lionel Messi and Argentina, one of the heavy favorites to win it all. What do you think of Mexico's overall chances? Will they make the fifth game? We'll read you in the comments, and in the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe.